please tell us your name and your role in the organization that we're in right now?
Okay, my name is Maureen Freeman and I'm the program coordinator of this office in Hollywood.
Work the phones. I used to work the office, and I've been with it since first year, so about 26 years, 27 years. I've been with them basically on and off with the office. I still answer the phone twice a week.
Oh. Abortion is ending the life of a human being. We believe that life begins at the moment of conception, and so therefore that baby is alive and well and developing, and so abortion any time would be ending the life that God has designated to come into being, and we wish the parents well in making their decision about their unplanned pregnancy.
I agree with everything she says. I can't really add too much more to it, other than with me, it's something that I haven't thought about until right now, why it meant so much too, because it took me over 5 years to conceive my first daughter. So the thought of abortion, waiting so long to have a child and then to doing away with it would be just unbelievable. Elka came through the church, and she had left home because they told her they wanted to have an abortion, her aunt and her grandmother, and the church called another girl that worked at the office that I was real close with too. So in fact, she brought me here when we first started, which is in the 8th month, whenever the office opened, and she had 4 children of her own, and she had no room, and she says, "Do you have room?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I do have room, just let me check with my husband." And that's how it worked out. We went, we picked her up, and we brought her to our home, and she stayed with us for, as I said, 28 months. I was her coach when Rachel was born, and never a problem anytime, just very loving, and Rachel is just incredible. I mean, that face you saw in that picture, well, that was her. I mean, all the time, smiling and, real happy little girl as far as that. And it's been a blessing. It's how many years now? Rachel is going to be 29 in July, so she's like our daughter. And her mother is like our daughter too, so, started out with the mother, then the baby, and all one family.
We have a client that we've been working with that's much more recent than the previous story. She is a mother of 3 children, and she is in an abusive relationship, or has been. Not even sure the amount of abuse to one of the children as well. And when she came to us with an additional pregnancy, she was very much abortion vulnerable. Speaking about having an abortion through many months in the early part of the pregnancy. At about 5 months, she was involved in a car accident, and in the process of being transported to the hospital and getting the medical care that she needed, she discovered that she was carrying twins. And at that point, she stopped talking about abortion. No longer was it an issue. She continued her pregnancy, delivered the twins. She has gotten out of the abusive relationship that she was in, has moved back with mom, and she's doing so much better with her children now. Basically, with any of the clients that come here, you have to kind of figure out what their needs are that particular day, and sometimes what they're asking for goes much deeper. They may be asking for diapers, and if on the surface, yes, you're going to hand them the diapers, give them the diapers, but you need to be able to reach a little bit deeper to see what else is going on in their lives. And by uncovering some of the other things, you can provide the support and basically letting them know that there is help and there is assistance for any of the issues that they may be dealing with. And many of these girls lack the self-esteem to maybe do better for themselves, whether it's getting out of an abusive relationship or financial stability or encouraging them to finish some classes at school, even to get a GED, try to get a job. I mean, they don't need to stay in some of the dire straits that they're in. And by being there and counseling with them, and just giving them the idea to talk. We also had another girl that came in yesterday that she just needed to talk. And it was amazing that, you know, her little girl likes to read, and, you know, the little girl was asking for books and some things like that. The little girl's 10 years old, and we're able just to provide the stability that she needed that day, just letting her talk and just encouraging her that she can do so much better for herself. She came to us during her pregnancy, and just so happy yesterday when she was back, you know, the baby's now 5 months old. So we try to help them up to this age of 2.
Oh.
So in providing them with things for their baby, we try to help up to the age of 2. So they do keep coming back to us after the baby's born. And that's good, because many of them need that support after the baby's born.
Why did you start working with the Respect Life Ministry?
I can only answer that, say it was a calling in my heart to do it. I have 5 children of my own now, and it's just the calling that's placed on your heart. And I think that that's, if you were to ask any one of our volunteers, they would tell you the very same thing. It's just a calling that they feel God has called them to do, and it's a very unique family to be able to work in this ministry. Right to Life is non-denominational. It's
Okay.
not just pertaining to the Catholic Church. And we do have, Broward County does have a Right to Life chapter, but it's non-denominational, you know, for everybody. Well, and we are for everybody too. Anybody can come in our doors. You don't have to be Catholic to come here.
But you have to
It's just that it's based within the Catholic Church.
Have their needs changed over the years, or has it been kind of like a steady flow? Or has it increased or decreased? Or has it always been the same?
Let me think about this. I think that, you know, our numbers have increased over the years. Clients seem to be very familiar with our location, and the fact that we've been in a small radius from Dewey Street to Washington Street to Hollywood in 30-some years. It's a very small move that we've made, so people don't have trouble finding us. And we find that most of our clients come here due to their friends. When you ask them how they came here, it's usually friends or the internet that brings them here. And we have a wide variety that rely on friends. So I think that it's very well known in the area among certain girls that were here, because they seem to. Things to beat at 18 days after conception, and brain waves can be recorded as early as 6 weeks after conception. And that's basically when the mom is beginning to think that she may be pregnant. By 8 weeks, the baby is formed, all features are there. They may be in their early stages, but if you were to look at an 8-week fetus, you would see hands and arms and legs and toes and eyes and a mouth and ears, and the systems, the body systems would all be in place. Basically, from the end of 8 weeks to 40 weeks, the baby is just growing and developing, ready to live outside the womb. But everything is present, and you can see that, you know, those features. Babies do feel pain, even in the abortion procedure. They will pull away. They understand, you know, foreign instruments coming near them, so that they will pull away and they do feel pain. A common tool nowadays, all women will receive an ultrasound during their pregnancy. The Respect Life